Alright, welcome back, y'all. Hope y'all doing well. We'll get straight into it. Genesis chapter 38. Excuse my hair wrap. It's just my hair was wet, so I just had it. Anyway, and it came to pass that time that Judah went down from his brethren and turned in a certain Adulamite, whose name was Hirah, Hirah. And Judah saw there a daughter of a certain Canaanite, whose name was Shua. And he took her and went into her, and she conceived and bare a son. And he called his name And she conceived again and bare a son, and she called his name Onah. And she yet again bare a son, and called his name Shelah. And he was a Chezbul when she bare him. And Joseph took a wife from for his firstborn, and her name was Tamar. And Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of Jehovah, and Jehovah slew him. And Judah said unto Onah, Go into thy brother's wife, and perform the duties of a husband's brother unto her, and rise up a seed to thy brother. And Onah knew that the seed would not be his. And it came to pass, when he went into his brother's wife, that he spilled it on the ground, lest he should give seed to his brother. And the thing which he did was evil in the sight of Jehovah, and he slew him also. Then said Judah to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, Rimam, a widow in thy father's house, till Shelem my son be grown up. And he said, Let he also die like the brethren. And Tamar went and dwelt in the father's house. And in process of time, Suah, daughter and the wife of Judah, died. And Judah was comforted, and went up into his sheep Shearers to Tamar, he and his friend Hirah, and Adulamite, and his friend Hirah the Adulamite. And it was told Tamar, saying, Behold, thy father-in-law goeth up to Timnah to shear his sheep. She put off from her the garments of her widowhood, and covered herself with her veil, and wrapped herself, and sat in the gate of Elma, which is by the way of Timnah. For she saw that Shelah was grown up, and she was not given unto him to wife. Then Judah saw her, and thought her to be a harlot, for she had covered her face. And he turned unto her by the way and said, Come, I pay thee, let me come in unto thee. For he knew not that she was his daughter-in-law. And she said, What wilt thou give me that thou mayest come into me? And he said, I will send thee the kid of the goats from the flock. And she said, Wilt thou givest me a pledge till thou see it? And he said, What pledge shall I give thee? And she said, Thy signet and thy cord and thy staff that is in the hand. And he gave them to her, and came in unto her, and she conceived by him. And she arose and went away, and put off her veil from her, and put on the garments of her widowhood. And Judah sent the kid of the goats by the hand of his friend the Adullamite to receive the pledge from the woman's hands, but he found her not. Then he asked the men of her place, saying, Where is the prostitute that was at Elnaz by the wayside? And they said, There hasn't been no prostitute here. And he returned to Judah and said, I have not found her. And also the men of the place said, There hadn't been no prostitute here. And Judah said, Let her take it to her, lest we have put to shame. Behold, I sent these kid, and thou hast not found her. And it came to pass about 3 months after that it was told Judah, saying, Tamar thy daughter-in-law has played the harlot, and moreover, behold, she is with child by whoredom. And Judah said, Bring her forth, and let her be burnt. When she was brought forth, she went to her father-in-law, saying, By the man those whose these are, am I with child? And she said, Discerning, I pray thee, who are these, the signet and the cords and the staff? And Judah acknowledged them and said, She is more righteous than I, for as much as I give her not to Shelhan my son. And he knew her again no more. And it came to pass in the time of her travel that, behold, twins were in her womb. And it came to pass when she traveled that one put out a hand, and the midwife took and bound up his hand a scarlet thread, saying, This came out first. And it came to pass, as he drew back his hand, that behold, his brother came out. And she said, Wherefore hast thou made a breach for thyself? Therefore his name was called Perez. And afterward came out his brother that had the scarlet thread upon his hand, and his name was called Zerah. Okay. Okay, Judah had a Okay, Judah had, I guess, gotten a wife from the Canaanites. Okay. And then he had three kids from her. One was evil. God slew him. The second one did evil. He basically pulled out, and God didn't like that, so got slewed. Judah was saying, I'm afraid that, oh, I'm sorry, I might have skipped over something. had a woman. He was evil in the sight of the Lord, got killed. His brother got killed. Then the third one, the Shelah, before he just went ahead and just gave that to her, gave him to her. Hey, look, that's their custom. Don't come to me. Go to God about it, okay? Okay, and then God was in it, so I don't know. Ask him about it. Anyway, ask God about it, not me. Just read it, okay? But I do believe this happened, okay? I do believe it happened. I'm just trying to make sense of it, you know? Okay, so before Judah, and let's remember who Judah is. This is one of Jacob's, which is Israel's sons. One of them, Judah went down from him. Judah was like, before I just give my son to this woman, because I done lost two sons to her. Maybe she has like I'm assuming this is what he's thinking. Okay, before I give my son to this woman that has been with my other two sons and they both died, maybe she has a bad omen. I'm gonna just sit her in-house. But somewhere it says Judah's wife died. And Judah was comforted by going up and, trimming the sheep, I guess. And on his way, I guess, Tamar saw that the youngest was of age but was not given to her. And she was like, no, we're not going to do that. So she took, hey, read it for yourself. She did what she did. But she got the signet ring, or signet something, a staff, and something else, okay? And she got that. Put it, and kept it and left. But when she was about to get burnt, she pulled it out saying, hey, I'm pregnant by this person. Okay? Y'all thought y'all was playing me, but I played y'all. Appreciate you. But hey, that's what the Bible say. I ain't gonna get too much into it. But I want to look this up. I want to look up Perez and Zahar. And let's remember, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, Jesus came from these people, Judah. So, hey, I'm just putting the facts out there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's just something to think about. Like, okay, you know, hey. So, Perez, hold on. Okay, so Perez came from... Okay, so it was Perez, then David, then way later down the line is Jesus. That's interesting. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to like... Okay, so we know that Perez came from... was like on the Jesus. Because it seemed like when it comes to twins, it's always like... okay, the righteous ones and then the ones that went against them. I don't know. That's what I've noticed with these twins here. It's like there's a twin, it's gonna be a problem. I don't know why. Shouldn't be like that. But that's just what it looks like. But yeah, it's just something to think about. something y'all should look up, think about, pray about. And yeah, just get closer to God with it, okay? But yeah, it's there. Something to think about. Makes you ponder on some things. But when you're thinking when you're thinking about these things, ask God to give you discernment and understanding through Him in Jesus' name. So you can go down the right path of thought, because there's always a right and wrong, or wrong path of thought when coming to these things. But just go with God. But anyway, love y'all. Love my haters, love my supporters. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed, stay alert, and go with God.